With BART facing a fiscal cliff, one Bay Area lawmaker says he won't support giving the transit agency any more taxpayer dollars unless someone is overseeing how they're spent. So Katie Nielsen joining us now with how the transit has stepped up the oversight committee and where this is all stemming from the complaints. Katie.
Yeah, so Julia, basically what we heard is this all has to do with money and oversight. So right now, BART is facing a $300 million per year deficit shortfall starting in about 2025 when the federal COVID funds run out, if ridership doesn't return. And that could really impact millions of people who ride BART every day.
Daily City train is going to be on platform 1.
Charles Riley is an usher at the Chase Sound and has worked every Warriors home game since the new stadium opened in 2018.
Platform 2.
He commutes into the city on BART from his home in Livermore.
If you drive, you got the toll, you've got parking, you still have some problems. So BART is a little less of the problem for me.
But he says BART isn't the perfect solution either due to issues with reliability and safety. Concerns shared by State Senator Stephen Glazer from Orinda.
BART is so critical to the entire Bay Area and certainly to my constituents.
Glazer was a member of the Bay Area Public Transit Committee, a group made up of lawmakers in Sacramento designed to address issues facing our transit systems and push for state funding to help close budget gaps. Today, he resigned from that committee in a letter saying there is no guarantee that these agencies will spend taxpayer dollars sensibly without adequate oversight.
BART seems to be operating on the fiscal edge. They never have enough money to do the things that they say are necessary to have an efficient system.
BART received more than $1.5 billion in federal funds during COVID to keep the system moving, even though ridership was down by more than 90%. If ridership doesn't rebound, Glazer's concern is that BART will ask the state for more taxpayer money to make up the difference.
And I want to support more funding, more resources for BART, as long as they have fiscal oversight to make sure the money is being spent correctly.
The senator's perspective is to push on the issue of fiscal accountability, but I think that our agency has worked very hard. We have very talented people.
BART board member Bevan Dufty is the chairman of the audit committee and says while he understands Glazer's concerns, he feels it's unfair to criticize BART too harshly because of unprecedented challenges due to the pandemic.
It's clear that there are some sticking points here, and we're going to do our best.
Charles says someone needs to be watching the purse strings.
Everybody should have someone overseeing how they're spending their money, especially if it's a large company like a BART or a AC or whatever.
Now, last year, Senator Glazer did introduce a bill that would require more oversight of any taxpayer dollars that were provided to BART. That did pass both the Assembly and the Senate, but it ended up being vetoed by Governor Newsom. He's introducing a similar bill this legislative session. Joyce?
Katie, thank you so much.